Hello, welcome to the next video in our series Divi 5 Explained for 5-year-olds. The idea is that we break down features or concepts that maybe seem a bit confusing into simple analogies that help you understand it. So today we're talking about the loop builder, one of my favorites in Divi 5. And this is because if you don't know our plugins at Divi Engine, our plugins all work around loops and things like that. So we were quite excited when it came out. A lot of people thought maybe it's replacing what we do, but it actually helps us enhance what we do because we're all about working with Divi, not against. So, what is the loop builder? The loop builder analogy would be something along the lines of a coloring sheet of paper. So let's say you've got a sheet of paper which is Spider-Man or whatever it is, and the figure, you got the outlines, okay? Now copy that 50 times, and that is what a loop is. So you basically have the same template 50 times, and each one maybe is colored differently. The first one's colored in the lines, the second one's colored with crazy colors, the third one's got glitter or whatever it has. The point is that the same template for each of the pieces of paper, but are colored in differently. So they are different, but they have the same template. So the loop builder, in the same way, is you create this template that is repeated for all the posts, products, projects, custom post types, whatever it is. It's repeated so it looks different for each one because each one is different content, but the template is the same. Okay, so I hope that kind of helps you grasp the concept of what a loop builder is. Okay, so let's just dive in and I'll show you around the loop builder. So there's many ways to do the loop builder, and you can add it on anything. So for example, I could actually, where you find it, in the settings, if you go to settings, content, you'll find it under loop. You can loop anything. You can loop a section, a row, a module, whatever it is. I personally like to create a group. So I create a group, and then these layers I always find really helpful. If you haven't used layers before, open up the layers panel and just drop down. You can see now, I can clearly see where the group is. I also use this pagination over here as well on this section. So those are the two things that I like to use when I'm working with loops. Okay, so I'm on the group. You just click on loop. Now there's a number of things. So the query type is you can query posts, terms, users, whatever it is. I'm going to go for products. There we go. Sorry, it was hidden for a second. So I'm going to loop products, and then there's more options over here. So I'll get to that in a second. So I'm going to loop products. So you can see now instantly it's taken from one group, and now you can see there's more showing there. Okay, well, those are the products being looped. Then inside the group, I want to add a text module, and you'll see that gets duplicated. That doesn't look very good. But what it is you need to set the dynamic content for that. So I've got this text module, but I want that to be my title. So you go insert dynamic content, and then I'm going to go, you see loop product title. That's what I'm going to be doing. And now instantly you can see it looking a bit different now. I'm going to add a bit of a design here just so we are clear that it's a title. Make it a bit bigger, maybe 18. Make it bold. I don't know why I'm doing this, but let's just do that. Okay, great. Now you can see they're all in one row. This is why I like to use the group, and in many ways why I like to use this pagination, this breadcrumbs over here, is that I can just shoot up to the column. I like to go layout, I like to make a grid, and then you can also just choose the numbers of the grid. So I'm going to do two for now. Okay, so we have this group. You can see this group's been, I only have one text module, but there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see it's been looped. So the idea is you have this one content structure. So in the content, in the loop, I've got a text module with the loop post product title, and that gets duplicated for each product that there is available. Boom, 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 boom. In the same way, I can now do an image. Oh, what am I doing? Image module. And in here, in the dynamic content, I can do the post featured image. Should do it. Don't know why we didn't do it. Yeah, loop featured image. There we go. Sorry, I don't know why I didn't do that. So there we go. We've got the loop featured image. I'm going to actually change this to be a medium size. Apply. Okay, so maybe that's a maybe I found a little bug in Divi. No, I haven't. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now I've got the image and the title. What, just to kind of add differentiation, I can go into that group that's been looped, and I can also add a bit of a box shadow, for example, and then I can add some padding to this text, so you can have fun. 20 20 20 20, for example, I don't know, whatever you want to do. And at the same time, you can then add let me just see, text, and in here you can then go, okay, I want the product current price. So you can see how now you can start to add more content to the loop, and it gets duplicated out. Okay, so now I'm just going to save this, actually save and publish, and view the page. Very simple, isn't it? Really, if you think about it. Now I've got all my products on the page, and they are being duplicated, or the loop template's being duplicated for each post, each product. And you can do the same with all the different, with any other kind of post types. So it's not just products. You could do posts, you could do whatever it is. And then the loop builder also gives you some extra options over here. So you've got include posts with specific terms. So here I can say, okay, actually I only want the ones that are music, for example. But actually I want to show them more. You can add a meta query here as well. So you can say, is equal to the metadata. So you could do like price is equal to that. Order bar. So here you can order by title, random, last modified date, and then obviously the order ascending, descending. Posts, how many posts per page? So you see there's 10. So I could make that 6, whatever it is. And offset, that isn't used often, but offset basically means that you'll miss the first, or if I put 1, it'll offset, you won't see this WordPress, there we go, pendants, you see, so it's offset by 1, but I'm just going to remove that because I want to show it. Okay, so that's the loop builder. It allows you to create a query, a WordPress query. If you're unfamiliar with that, please comment, and I can maybe do a video about that and explain a bit more. But you basically a query of posts. So here I want to show all my products that are in this category and this many, and it will do that for you. And then the loop builder template gets replicated. Okay, so I hope that's made sense. If you have any questions, please reach out. So just think of it like a template that gets duplicated for each of your posts. Okay, great. So now I just want to show you a couple other things, and this is more of what our plugins can do for the loop builder. So we've got a couple of plugins that actually extend the loop builder. The first one is the loop extender. The Divi loop extender helps extend the query. So just like I showed you over there, that you can show posts or products in a specific category. Well, now with the Divi loop extender, we've added more options. So let me just go show you a few. So for example, we've now got, well, you can order by ACF field, you can order by ACF date picker, and if you do ACF date picker, for example, you can now actually do there's more you can do over there. You can do like for today in the future, the last 7 days. Yeah, anyway. You could do WooCommerce newest, WooCommerce most reviewed, rating, price. So there's a lot more order options that we've added to the loop, the Divi loop. We've also added stuff like post status, relationship types. So this maybe you want to show ones that have the same category. So this is more if you're using this on the single page. So let's say you have a single page of products and you want to show other products in the same category. Well, this helps you do that. You can say, okay, I want to show all the same products in the same category, or the same tag, or the same custom taxonomy. There's other things you can do like post objects, and this is a bit more complicated, but with ACF you can have this thing called a post object or a relationship field, where you basically in the settings you choose. Okay, so the perfect example would be posts. Okay, so you set up a post object, and then in the products you choose which posts relate to the products. So you choose, okay, blog post 1, blog post 2 relates to this product, and then over here you would choose post object. From this post you would choose the ACF field. This actually website doesn't have it, and then it will show you all those specific products that are linked to that product. You can also do like filter by author. So there's quite a lot more options that we've added with the Divi loop extender. So the Divi loop extender just extends the query of the loop builder. So if you want more power, more options in terms of the content that is shown, the Divi loop extender is for you. The other thing which we have is the Divi Ajax filter. So this is actually one thing I really struggle with is in Divi 5, the columns. It's something that I don't really like in Divi 4 you could just go anyway, Divi 4 you could kind of see the other one over there. Anyway, this is probably a bit of a bugbear that I have. So let me just delete this, and I'll kind of just start again. So I like to use this layout for Ajax filter. So I'm just going to do this group again, and I'm just going to go into that group. I'm going to loop that group, products. Okay, and I'm going to do that text module, make that into a Divi product loop title. Okay, and image, and featured image, blah, and in the column layout grid, and I'm just going to pump that to make that too. Okay, cool. So we've got our products over here. Well, now we have a plugin called Divi Ajax filter, which helps you filter the content without having to reload the page. Divi Ajax filter also has Divi loop extender inside of it. So if you want Divi Ajax filter, you don't need to buy loop extender as well. It has it. So here we can go to filter posts. We have this filter over here, and the way the Divi Ajax filter works is inside the filter module you can go in and you can add as many filter items as you want. So for example, the first filter item might be categories. Okay, I want to filter by categories. Then the next thing you can think about is the layout options. So you can have select, you could have checkbox. I'm just going to put checkbox over here. Checkbox, radio, yeah, I think so. The main thing to think about with the filter module is that on the first main option you have to choose which post type you want to filter. So I want to filter products, so I need to choose that, and then now you can see it shows up. I'm going to add another filter item, and I'm going to make that a product price. What's quite cool is there's a nice range settings over there. Anyway, there's a whole, but this isn't a tutorial on Divi Ajax filter, so I'm not going to go too much into it. but I'm just going to do one thing which I quite like is unchanged, so I'm just going to save that. Okay, so now if I reload this page, you will see you've got your Divi, you've got your loop of products, and you got a filter on the side. So now I'm just going to click, I want to filter by music, and then it would filter all the products on the side, and it will only show you that polo must have music for some reason. Clothing, I'm just going to do that. If you had the price, you could then also filter by price, and then it would show you all the products in that specific price. You can just reset it as well. So that's how Divi Ajax filter works. Then we have many options in here, so many things for you to do. Yeah, I doubt there's things that you're gonna miss. One of the nice things that I like to do is, you know, to just show you with the loop builder integration, is that we have it so that you can show like the filter parameters underneath it. Like, you know, there's so much that Divi Ajax filter can do. This video is not to plug Divi Ajax filter too much. It's just to show you the loop builder, and then just show you kind of how our plugins work with the loop builder. The reason why I made this video is not to promote our plugins as such. It's just that when we were going through this series of, you know, Divi 5 explained for 5-year-olds, I just had to show you these plugins because they work so closely with the loop builder. So I hope I feel like I've spoken really fast in this video, but I think it's because I don't want to be you know, talking about our plugins too much. Maybe that's a wrong thing, but yeah. Anyway, so I hope that's been helpful. Just to recap about the loop builder, is think of the loop builder like a coloring sheet of paper that has the same template, and it gets duplicated 10-20 times. Each of them is maybe colored slightly differently, but the template is the same. In the same way, you make a loop, you define variables like title, image, and then it gets duplicated for each post, but the content is different on each one. So that's it. I hope this has been helpful. Please subscribe, and, you know, leave a comment if you have any questions, and let us know if there's any things in Divi 5 that you are struggling with, any concepts or features that you don't really understand fully. Give us a shout, and we will surely do a video and a post on that. Have a good week, and we'll see you soon. Bye.